number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strip that ball. Check 24. Check 24. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
It's Barkley on the counter. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. First down, here's Graham. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ready.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Door.
He's coming. Double up.
Now Saquon Barkley. Always got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, 40 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Whip. Watch the whip.
Go to 50. Hey, you flying over here. Go to 50. Hey, you flying over here.
Rodgers going to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
26.
Check cross.
Hey, 88.
Shit.
Yeah, Liz. Gun.
Motion.
Hey, seam 6.
Working from the gun. Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Graham to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready? 60 yards.
Hey, it's coming. Hey, let's go. It's coming. All day.
Leo. 5.
Now Graham on 3rd and long. And he's got Miller. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Graham. That one complete. He finds Shark. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Plant.
155. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Hey, exit.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
We got double up, double up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 6 guys.
Hey, Charlie.
He's checking crap.
Hit it.
On 2nd down, here's Graham. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Man, I got you.
Hey, lock it. Back, 6'6", pull it high.
Jumpers. Wide. Get wide. Slam. Sponge. No.
Hey.
Switch. Check 99.
Hey, go.
On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Screen. Watch the screen.
Protein spill. Fan.
Check
it out.
They'll run with Barkley.
Watch.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
8-3.
Come on.
They'll throw on first down with Graham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check the hot read.
2nd and 10, here's Graham again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Strong right.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2nd and 10 now. Graham toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Shady weapon.
Check. Lucky.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Suckup for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Again, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We all nil. Back one.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, Delta.
Check,
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Over.
Coming, I'm coming.
Jump out.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's McLeod. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A gain of 14. And the Titans first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Jim.
Rodgers again now. Complete. Smith has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Inside. Hey, Zoo.
44, Mike, 44. Rabbit.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Tight dog. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic.
50.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 44.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Double dog, double dog. That's the way. 44 is the mic.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
We want it. Come to my world. Begin.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First down, Tennessee.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Out, 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 out. Bang, 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 bang.
Inside. Scan 300. Scan 300.
To throw is Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to McLeod. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down.
158.
Watch it, get by. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Rolling right. Rolling right. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 319.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Cantrell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
44 is the mic. 44. Check.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. Check. Super down.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers for the catch made by Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Let's go, baby.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Running from the gun, Johnson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Box it. 26.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Rodgers now operating from the gun. He gets this one to Johnson. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
5. Zoom.
Mike spoke.
Chip.
44 is the mic.
Back one. Bravo.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike spoke. Come off the ball. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, keep it up.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Play action. It's Graham. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hard. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let it go.
This is Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now Graham looking to throw on second down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man, I got you. Check. Watch the safety creep.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Graham. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Showing it. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here, Mike.
Hey, high 7.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 4.
Plant. Inside.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
50.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You don't see me in your nightmare.
Get 300. 55. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go again. Mike 55. Mike
1030.
Watch the pass. Mike 55.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ready?
First down, here's Graham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Graham going to set up to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's bring it.
61, matchbox, lights.
Crunch. Check 37, check 37.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I got him. Shit. A little flare.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, seam 6.
Check 55 to Mike. I got you, son.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Quick down.
Go right. Yeah,
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Johnson's got it complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
26.
Mike's both. Hey, let's get that ball, dude.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the twist. Check 3.
We are going. Check.
Deuce.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
26. Hey, Charlie. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Whip, 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 whip.
Here we go with Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And the Titans first down.
Mike's post.
Hey, Haywood.
44.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 bucks. Both the mic.
Inside. Jump.
Check tight. 44.
Smooth.
44's the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Throwing is Rodgers. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, Held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.